Hello and welcome to another edition of Vinyl Night. John Lennon, Johnny C. And let us not infer that Johnny C. is more popular than John Lennon. Tonight's episode, right here on our stage tonight, the Beatles. Yeah. A bad Ed Sullivan impersonation? Yeah. This is a Beatles related video. I'm not going to haul out a bunch of Beatle records or talk a lot about Beatle history. There's plenty we can find on that. Plenty of other places you can go for that. So what's the gist of the story tonight, Johnny? Oh my, I'm on the edge of the seat. Um, well, I guess it's kind of more from the Beatle related items. I remember back in the day, um, I never did um, get into looking for the Beatle items that, almost like Kiss in a way. A lot of stuff out there from the Beatles, little trinkets, little things here and there. The only thing I remember that we had back in the day, besides the the records themselves, we had a beach towel that had cartoon Beatles on the front of the beach towel, dressed in old timey bathing suits. I'm pretty sure that it said yeah on the bottom of it. Um, but the thing about it that was different was on the very top it said the Beatles in black lettering, and you had to fold the corner of the towel over on the word the to make the word the complete. So that was the little twist on that. I tried looking on the World Wide Web um, for Beatle beach towels, and I couldn't find that specific one. I did find some that were very similar, but just not that one. So, darn, I wish I still had it. So I wonder, geez, maybe it would have been worth a little bit of coin because Beatles stuff is Beatles stuff still holds its own. But I do have this lovely Beatles guitar pick. Breaking out the heavy stuff. Also have this Abbey Road keychain here. Look at that. Hey, boys and girls. Wow. Man, oh man. Whew. Jeez. Um, I do have a jersey here. Fab 4. The Fab 4 Beatles jersey with a nice little Beatles Fab 4 logo on that on the front there. Um, Other Beatles shirt. We're turning this into a clothing accessorized uh, video. Uh, Beatles t-shirt there. And this one, which, all right, maybe I should have laundered this. Well, I'm sure it has been laundered, but I guess maybe it's time to be either separating the darks from the lights, upgrading on my laundry detergent, or maybe doing them in hot water. I don't know. Send me your tips. I do have this t-shirt also, Sergeant Pepper's t-shirt. Just look at the logos here. Don't be looking at the laundry. Don't be looking at the laundered on there. So we have those items. One record that I do have is this one. It's Beatlemania. This was from 1978. This is a double record set gatefold album. And it was from a musical, Beatlemania. I just don't remember the musical Beatlemania. I guess it was. Never mind. I forget where. I don't remember if it was on Broadway, off Broadway, or not even at Broadway, or all a bunch of little. I'll look it up. boy, I'm in trouble there. Let's just put it this way. A lot of the songs were chronologically done, to go through A through Z. I guess it was kind of a multimedia extravaganza kind of thing. A lot of videos in the background going on while the guys were performing the Beatles songs. Little things from history here and there. But one thing you have to remember, and this one is important, kids, and it's my favorite on the record here actually, is that this is not the Beatles, but yet it's an incredible simulation. Well, an incredible simulation. Musically, it's not too bad. It sounds pretty good, but that's, it's the vocals that are the tough thing to get. The Beatles, that sound, the vocals, the music. Anyway, the main, probably the main kind of gist of the story that I kind of wanted to get out is, the other day I was in the thrift store and I happened to run across the Beatles anthology book here, kind of a companion to the Beatles anthology box set that was put out previous to it, and that unreleased song, Free as a Bird. I would think a lot of us might remember that, and if you don't, look it up, check it out, Free as a Bird. Along with, of course, the other Beatles catalog. Can't go wrong there. Why am I getting into that aspect of it when I want to... Let's get back to the story here, Johnny. Anyway, I picked this up at the thrift store, and like actually all these t-shirts, a lot of the records that I have, are used. This book, though, when I picked it up, $2.49, mind you, for a $60 book back in the day, was the inscription on the inside cover here was, it's a Christmas present to Dad. Merry Xmas 2000, and that's from Brandy with a heart above that, and Jennifer. So they gave this to dear old Dad, and now I have it. And for some reason or another, I don't know why. Probably maybe because it was personalized, or I don't know what it was. Actually, I think maybe it was because it was the Beatles. I kind of wondered, well, what happened to dear old Dad that he had to get rid of his Beatles anthology book? And of course, there's many scenarios, and there's one main scenario that I can think of as to why this ended up in a thrift store. But that was the main thing. It was strange how, every time I buy a used piece of clothing, I don't think about the previous owner and what happened to them. But for some reason or another, this book kind of did that. And this is one damn big coffee book. I mean, this is a large volume of information here. I just kind of perused through it a little bit. But of course, the Beatles, we all know the importance and the story of, well, maybe not the story of the Beatles, and maybe not the importance of the Beatles, but to a lot of us, yeah. There's just not a whole lot more that I can say about the Beatles. I didn't practice my superlatives and come up with the proper ending for this. Let's just leave it at that. The Beatles anthology, and wondering, what is it with your story and the Beatles? Good night.